Let's talk about opals. We've seen that these have become quite popular recently.
We have.
They, yeah, and no wonder, they are such a pretty gemstone. There's different types of opals. We have a few here. Would you like to walk through what we do
we've got a lovely selection of white opals. So often the way we talk about opals is referring to their base colour. Here we have an amazing black opal. These are really quite rare, especially in a size such as this. We have some lovely white opals here, and another type of opal which people aren't as familiar with is the fire opal. There's one there as well for you.
Quite a distinctive colour, isn't it? That very strong orange. And we would also refer to these as precious opal.
Yeah.
And that's because they have this very distinctive play of colour, which is, when we say play of colour, we're only really referring to opals, aren't we? And it's that amazing spectral colours that we see when we see it under the light. You can get blues, greens, yellows, and even reds. Reds would be the more expensive shade that you would see with play of colour. But you can also get play of colour in fire opals,
yes,
although that can be quite rare, so it would make them a lot more valuable, wouldn't it? Yeah, but it's really, really stunning. It's almost like it has a light in it.
It really does live up to the name of fire. You know, it's like it's burning.
Yes, yes. And another thing I love about opals is, for years, their composition and how they had formed was a mystery. So it was only until the 1960s, I think, that they discovered that opals are made up of these little silica spheres. And that means that they were only able to create, well, we say synthetic, but they're not even quite the same.
No, they're not.
In the 1970s. So, you know, in the early 20th century, we had synthetic sapphires, we had synthetic rubies, but they had no idea about how to make an opal. Yeah, so that, I think, it's quite cool. How do you look after your opal?
Okay,
what would you say?
Opals, as we've mentioned in a few other videos, are a softer stone. So you'll often see them set with sort of a cluster around them to give them a bit more protection, such as this one here. So that is just something to be aware of, especially if you're wearing it as a ring. It may come into contact with knocks.
It's certainly a dress ring.
Yes,
I know
it's not an everyday, is it?
No,
really?
well, some people have. I mean, I know people have chosen it as an engagement, but it's usually a smaller stone. It's usually bezel set.
Yes.
You need a low setting with it, but generally, especially if you have a large stone, it's definitely an occasion wear piece. And also, you have to be very careful with heat. So even when it's in a jeweller's and it's sitting under lights, that can cause crazing, which is this almost like crinkly effect on the top of an opal, and that's just the dehydration from the lights, and it can affect. So opals do need a lot of care, and if you're going to
keep
wear
them away from sunlight.
Any strong light.
It can be worth keeping a small cup of water near your opals to keep the air nearby humid. That can help to reduce any crazing.
Yeah.